What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today, I have another hype sneaker to talk about, and this is the Nike Dunk Low in the medium gray colorway, also known as the UNLV pair. So these released about a week ago in my hometown, and when they first released at like 10 a.m., I was not able to cop a pair because basically everything sold out immediately and the server blew up. But something funky happened, and these started to restock like size by size, and I was actually able to cop this colorway as well as the black and white pair, maybe like 2 or 2.5 hours after the release. So I really wasn't expecting my payment to go through, but luckily the payment was accepted and I was able to secure both pairs in my size. So this pair arrived in the mail yesterday, and I am going to dive right into the shoe. So as the name suggests, this shoe is predominantly in this gray and red color. So as you can see here, the mid panel here is done in that medium gray color, and the side panels here are done in this red. And I actually checked the color code, and surprisingly, this isn't university red, it's actually varsity red. And what's surprising is that when I looked up online, the original the UNLV dunks had university red on them. So it's kind of interesting that Nike actually decided to implement a different color. But personally, I prefer the varsity red color. It's because Nike and Jordan Brand really rarely use like the varsity red color. Like for instance, the varsity red color is used on like the Jordan 1 Chicago's, and I really like that vivid red that is used on this these shoes. So once again, the swoosh here is done in this varsity red leather, and the leather quality isn't too shabby. Like I know I talked shit about the Vast Gray Dunk Highs recently because that really had plasticky leather, but compared to those, I think the leather quality on this is slightly better. I mean, obviously it's just pebble leather. It's nothing too special, but at least it doesn't have that like plastic feel that the Vast Gray pair had. So moving towards the front of the shoe, you see the toe cap area with more of that varsity red leather, and it's quite plush to the touch. And then the toe box is once again that medium gray colored leather with the perforated holes. And then moving a little bit upward, the eye stay is also done in varsity red. And then you have a different shade of red used for the laces here, factory laced onto the shoe, and these laces are kind of like shiny. I'm not really sure if they're waxed or not, but it gives like a kind of a shiny feel. And then underneath the laces, you see this medium gray nylon tongue that we typically see on Dunk Lows. And then moving towards the upper of the tongue, you see that Nike tab done in medium gray with the Nike logo done in varsity red embroidered onto the tag. And then the inner sock liner is also done in this varsity red color. And then what's interesting is that the insole is obviously medium gray, but you see this kind of very vibrant orange Nike logo printed onto the gray insole. So it's a really interesting touch. So what I tried to look up online if that was the original style that the OG UNLV dunks had, but I couldn't find a picture of the insole, so I can't really tell for sure. But if anybody knows about the insoles on the original pairs, please do leave a comment about those. I would really like to know. And then moving towards the back of the shoe, you see more of that varsity red leather here on the heel counter, and the heel tab is also done in that varsity red pebble leather. And then the Nike text logo is embroidered in this bright, shining silver embroidery. And the QC on this embroidery is quite nice, I think. And like the overall QC of this pair surprised me because I know some people have been talking shit about the regular Dunks having like terrible QC. I've heard like I've read like horror stories about this release, but I think I've gotten pretty lucky with my pair here, and I'm pretty satisfied with the overall quality and the make of the shoe. Now moving on to the midsole, you see that crisp white rubber midsole here, and then the outsole is just a plain regular Dunk outsole done in that varsity red color. So yeah, once again, I'm really, really lucky to have copped this pair for retail, and when I'm really impressed by the colorway and the execution of this pair here. But I also wanted to do a small comparison with the Syracuse Dunks that released like last year, and here we have them right here. Immediately off the rip, you can tell that the Syracuse Dunk has far better quality, and that obviously this should have better quality because it's an SP. I believe SP stands for special project, and Nike tends to pay a little bit more attention to the detail and quality in terms of the SP pairs. And what I wanted to mention is that this pair has like details that are a lot more cushioned and well padded. As you can see, the orange swoosh here is very well padded and cushioned, and then it's got a lot of give to the touch. Same with like the side panel over here, and then the toe box leather is really, really plush and smooth. As you can see, it just creases right away. It's got a lot of give to the touch. Same with the front area of the shoe. But comparing it with this pair, as you can see, the swoosh is pretty much flat here, and same with the side panel right here. So this has a more premium feel in comparison to the recent release here. I'll show them like side by side. I'm not really sure if you can see the difference here, but it definitely exists. And even the toe area it has very little give, if at all. And then it feels a lot stiffer than the leather that I just showed you on this pair. And then same with the front area. But I'm not really, shitting on this pair because obviously this is a GR Dunk, and it seems like Nike's going to be releasing these over and over again, like in multiple colorways for a lot of people to cop. So I'm not complaining that they're like, sacrificing quality, just a little bit of quality to, get that, the targeted quantity of the shoes. So yeah, and I mean the retail price point isn't too hefty, so I'm not really complaining. And plus, once again, I'm really impressed and surprised by this pair in comparison to the Vast Gray Dunk highs that I just reviewed recently on my channel. So, and another detail that I want to mention is that how I talked about this the shoelaces being really glossy on this pair. What I've noticed is that on this pair, it has like a more matte finish, and it really gives off the feel of like a cotton lace. But this has like a more waxed feel. So in case you were wondering, there are certain differences that you can find on, the SP pair and the non-SP GR releases. So I guess this is going to be the general quality that we'll be seeing for Dunks to come this year, unless they're like an SP. But once again, I'm not complaining, and I feel really blessed to have copped this pair for retail. Now, wearability wise, at the end of the day, this is a red shoe, so some people might find it like pretty difficult to pull off. But then again, a lot of people wear red Jordans like from a day-to-day basis. And also, this has a nice contrast with the medium gray to balance out the red. So I think it won't be too difficult of a problem pulling these off with your, like, if you tone down your overall outfit, I don't think this would be too much of a problem. And in fact, a lot of people wear the UNLV like off-white Dunks, and they have no problem wearing those. I mean, those are, I really appreciate the off-white Dunks, but those are borderline like clown shoes because they got that like external laces and all that, and what's it called, the zip tie on the side. But people don't really complain about those, and so there really shouldn't be a problem wearing such a simple and clean pair. And speaking of which, I've noticed that on the off-white UNLV dunks, they decided to use, or Virgil decided to use the university red on that pair, and the red on that shoe, and including also the like the gray on that shoe, looks far more vibrant in comparison to these. You could really look up the picture. I mean, I wish I could show it to you on my channel because I used to own that pair, but I had to let it go because of it wasn't my size. But I do remember the red being really, really vibrant compared to these. So you can just tell off the rip that Nike used different types of red or different shades of red. So yeah. And the resale price on these isn't too crazy. I think it's going like maybe twice the retail price. It might go up in the future, but as of now, it's nothing too crazy. I think I've been told that a lot of pairs are going to go around for these for people to cop. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like too bad of a deal to cop these for resale, but I mean, we're gonna have a lot of dunks releasing this year. So if you don't like the particularly like the red used on this shoe, you can just save that money to cop a different pair, maybe the black and white pairs. Those are a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth the buck, I think. So yeah, that's basically it for today, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow, and I'll be following up with another video, I believe tomorrow, about the black and white dunks. So stay tuned for that, and I'll keep pushing more content soon. Thanks for watching.